Good day, everyone. Uh, Let me explain again this arithmetic problems on uh, module 6. I have posted this one in the Google Classroom, so if you have time, you can go there. And so since 1, 2, 3, 4 is not, the answer key is not seen in the answer key that I have sent, so I am giving our options that we will solve this first. We will solve this number one. Okay, we will try to solve number one if we can answer it. So if let's see, this is the problem is find C, constant C. What's the value of C? Such that if you substitute the value of C, it will form a series like uh, A sub 1 is equals to 6 6C plus 3, right? And A sub 2 as given, we have 10C minus 3, and A3 is equals to 11C. Okay, so right now we will use this information in order for us to find the value of C. So if we will create an equation, we know that the formula would be En is equal to A sub 1, okay, plus N minus 1 multiplied by the D, which is the common difference. Common difference is if you minus first term to second term, right? Like for example, A sub 2, i-minus mo sa A sub 1, that would be the common difference. Mo na yung D square. So let's try. If we will take 10C minus 3 minus, open parenthesis, 6C, kasi whole term siya, one term siya, plus 3, so it will give you what? So we have 10C, hirap naman to, 10C minus, this one will be affected by the negative kasi minus siya. This will become negative 6C. This one will also be negative minus 3. Okay, so you have common difference, common terms. So we have 10C minus 6C will give you 4C minus negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6. So the value is, so here D is negative 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 4C minus 6. That would be the best option. But as you see, it is still very complex. So what if we will use two equations? Okay, so we will use this one, first term and second term and third term. What about if we will have our equation number 1? We will use this one. So we have 10C minus 3 equals, looking at here, we have this one is A2. So we have A sub 1, we have 6C plus 3 plus, since 2 naman ta, 1 and 2, so this will be 2 minus 1 times the difference. This will become your equations, or this can be This can be transposed. We have 10c. This one will become negative 6c. But that more than yapon equals kani ug kana will become 3 plus 3. Okay, this one will become positive, and if you take the minus of this, that will become 1. So 1 times d equals 3d. So overall we have this one is c may c dito. So we have, bakit may 4? So 10c minus 6c will give you 4c is equals to 6 plus d. That will be our equation number 1. Okay. So let's have equation number 2. We will use this this information kani this which is 3 term number 3. So what about if we have this one 11c is equals to the first term. Look at here, that would be first term is 6c plus 3 will give plus quantity, since there are ika number 3 siya nga term, so we have 3 minus 1 then times d. Okay, so if you again if we transpose this one as we solve it, this will become negative 6 then equals 3 plus this one will become 2, so that will be 2d. Right, so after that 11 minus 6 will give you 5c is equals to 3 plus 2d. So this will become your equation number 2. So how are you going to add that one? So we can add that one by we can add this one up. If we look at it, we have 4c equals 6 plus d, and we have 5c 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 is equals to 3 plus 2d. So kanina case kani multiply natin yung equation of negative 2. Para nga kani makancel ni kani. We will cancel 1. Pwede rin. Para nga kani makancel, so duha na lang ka formula. If we transpose it, then automatically. Pwede ba? Pwede ba yan? Okay. So, if you multiply that, this will become negative 10. Negative 10c is equals to negative 6 minus 4d. Tama? So, this one, cancel na to na, minus na to, so it will give you a negative 6c because 10 is greater than 4. This one would be 0. So what is left is we have d plus 4d will give you 5. No, this one 4d negative of 1d, so will give you negative 3d. Okay, so if we look for d, So, i-divide natin na siya og negative 3. Divide negative 3. Sorry, kaya hirap. So, 6 divide negative 3 will give you 2. 2c equals to d. So, ang value sa d is 2c. Tama? So, kung ang value sa d is 2c, so pwede natin yung magamit. So, we can substitute now to the equation. Either there's equation number 1 or equation number 2. So, let's try it in equation number 1. So, if d is 2d, so this will become ibang green na po na to. So, if d is 2, if c is 2d, pwede rin. Either, let's have d as 2c. So, we have 4c equals 6 plus, ang d na to is 2c. So, compose it. Then, transpose. So, kaning 2c will become negative 2c since we are looking for c equals to 6. So, this one will become 2c. 2c na lang matira. So, we have 2c is equals to 6. So, c is equals to 6 over 2. So, c is equals to 3. So, 3 ang c. So, c is equals to 3. This is the value of c. Tama? So, probably the difference to each other is 6. So, dapat, if you have a here at the top, we have a sub 1 is, so if we have a sub 1 as 6a, we have 6c plus 3, 6 times 3 plus 3 will give you 18 plus 3 will give you 21. So probably a sub 2 should be 21 plus 6 will give you 27. A sub 3 will give you 27 plus 6 will give you 33. So the question is this correct? Correct ba ni siya? So a sub 2, we know that a sub 2 is 10c minus 3. So let's have 10 times 3 minus 3. So we have 30 minus 3 will give you 27. So correct. Follow? 27 and we have 27. And this one, since that is 11c, so the same, multiply mo ng 11 times 3 will give you 33. So we get the correct answer. So our solution is correct. Okay. So that's how two equations are being used when we find two unknowns. This one is actually two unknowns if we can have it. The principle is looking into two unknowns. Okay, so that's all. I hope you learn about it. We are only having very short video so that I can download it to my Google Classroom and in my YouTube channel.